Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I am pleased to introduce today's presentation on Dr. S.K. Singh, PhD, and his WHO Prequalification certification. Today, we'll explore his contributions and the significance of this certification. We'll briefly cover the process and importance of WHO Prequalification in ensuring quality and safety. I'm excited to share this information with you, so let's get started. Welcome to our introduction to WHO Prequalification. So, what exactly is WHO Prequalification? It's a quality assurance program created by the World Health Organization. Its main goal is to make sure that medicines, vaccines, diagnostics, and other medical products meet high global standards for quality, safety, and efficacy. This helps ensure that the products we rely on are trustworthy and effective. The program primarily focuses on products that are supplied to key organizations like the United Nations agencies, international procurement groups, and global public health programs. By doing so, WHO Prequalification plays a vital role in supporting countries around the world. It helps them access reliable and quality-assured medicines, which is crucial for improving health outcomes everywhere. Overall, this program is a cornerstone in the global effort to ensure that essential health products are safe, effective, and of consistent quality, ultimately supporting better health for all. Now, let's take a closer look at the main objectives of the WHO Prequalification program. First and foremost, it aims to ensure access to safe and effective medicines worldwide. This means that when we talk about medicines being prequalified, we're talking about making sure they meet strict quality standards so that patients everywhere can trust what they're taking. Supporting procurement by international agencies is another key goal. This helps organizations like UNICEF or the Global Fund to confidently purchase medicines, knowing they meet global quality criteria. Promoting international quality standards is also critical. It sets a common benchmark, encouraging manufacturers to adhere to high-quality practices across the board. Additionally, the program seeks to improve manufacturing and regulatory compliance. This encourages manufacturers to follow good manufacturing practices and meet regulatory requirements, which ultimately results in better quality products. And finally, it aims to strengthen confidence in pharmaceutical products. When medicines are prequalified, healthcare providers and patients can trust that they are safe, effective, and of high quality. Now, why is this so important? Well, WHO prequalification is essential for companies that want to participate in global healthcare supply programs. It acts as a mark of quality, opening doors to international markets and helping ensure that the medicines reaching patients are reliable. So, in summary, these objectives work together to support a safer, more effective global healthcare system by ensuring medicines meet high standards and fostering trust across the supply chain. Now, let's take a look at the key regulatory authorities involved in ensuring the safety and quality of pharmaceuticals. First, we have the WHO Geneva, which plays a crucial role in developing prequalification standards. They conduct detailed technical assessments and inspections to ensure products meet international benchmarks, and they are responsible for issuing the WHO prequalification approval, which is essential for global acceptance. Next, we have the CDSCO, or the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization, which is India's primary regulatory authority. Their role is to coordinate compliance activities and oversee export-related procedures, ensuring that products adhere to national standards and regulations. Finally, at the state level, we have the state FDA. They focus on local oversight, conducting inspections and licensing at manufacturing sites within their jurisdiction. They verify good manufacturing practices, or GMP, to make sure production facilities maintain high-quality standards. Altogether, these authorities work in concert to uphold the integrity of the pharmaceutical supply chain, from international standards set by WHO to national and local enforcement by CDSCO and state FDA. Their collaboration is vital for ensuring that medicines are safe, effective, and ready for global markets. Now, let's take a closer look at the responsibilities of WHO Geneva. First, They evaluate product dossiers, which means they carefully review the data submitted by manufacturers to ensure products meet all necessary standards. They also inspect manufacturing facilities to verify that production processes comply with quality and safety requirements. Another key responsibility is assessing the quality, safety, and efficacy of medicines, making sure that what's on the market truly benefits public health. Geneva also publishes lists of pre-qualified products, which helps countries identify trusted medicines quickly. Monitoring continued compliance is essential, so they regularly check that manufacturers keep up with quality standards over time. Additionally, they coordinate with international procurement agencies to facilitate access to safe and effective medicines worldwide. Overall, Geneva plays a crucial role in maintaining international quality standards for medicines, especially those used in large-scale public health programs. This ensures that countries can rely on a consistent and safe supply of essential medicines, which is fundamental to global health efforts. Now, let's take a closer look at the responsibilities of the CDSCO, the Central Drugs Standard Control Organization. Their key role is to provide regulatory approval for pharmaceutical products in India, ensuring that any medicines or vaccines meet the necessary safety and efficacy standards before reaching the market. They also coordinate closely with international agencies like the WHO, which helps align Indian standards with global practices and facilitates mutual recognition. This cooperation is vital for promoting exports and ensuring our pharmaceutical products are accepted worldwide. Another critical responsibility is ensuring compliance with national good manufacturing practice standards. This means overseeing that manufacturing facilities follow strict quality protocols to produce safe and reliable medicines. Additionally, CDSCO supports export certification and documentation, which is essential for Indian pharmaceutical companies looking to expand into international markets. Proper documentation and certification help facilitate smoother export processes and build trust with global regulators. Finally, they maintain regulatory oversight of clinical and manufacturing practices, making sure that clinical trials are conducted ethically and that manufacturing processes uphold high-quality standards. Now, why is all of this important? Because CDSCO's work directly supports Indian pharmaceutical companies in gaining international recognition. Their rigorous standards and collaborations help our industry compete globally, ensuring that Indian medicines are trusted and accepted worldwide. This not only boosts our reputation, but also expands opportunities for our pharmaceutical sector on the international stage. Now, let's take a closer look at the responsibilities of the state FDA. First, they are responsible for issuing manufacturing licenses, which is a crucial step to ensure that only qualified facilities are allowed to produce pharmaceuticals. Next, they conduct good manufacturing practice, or GMP, inspections. These inspections are essential to verify that manufacturing processes meet quality standards. The state FDA also monitors manufacturing facilities on an ongoing basis to catch any issues early and ensure continuous compliance. Reviewing compliance documentation is another key responsibility. It helps verify that manufacturers are adhering to all regulations and standards. When issues are identified, the state FDA recommends corrective actions to address and resolve them effectively. Finally, they play a vital role in ensuring continuous regulatory compliance. This means they don't just check once. They continually oversee that manufacturing sites maintain the required standards over time. Overall, the state FDA's role is fundamental in safeguarding public health by making sure that manufacturing sites meet both national and international GMP requirements. This oversight helps maintain the quality, safety, and efficacy of the medicines we rely on every day. Now, let's look at who is eligible for WHO prequalification. First, the types of products that can qualify include medicines for HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria, which are critical for global health efforts. Vaccines are also eligible, playing a vital role in disease prevention. Additionally, Active pharmaceutical ingredients, or APIs, are included, as they form the foundation of many medications. In vitro diagnostics are part of the eligible list too, supporting accurate disease detection and management. Lastly, reproductive health products are also considered, ensuring access to essential medicines in that area. Moving on to the basic requirements, it's important that manufacturers hold a valid manufacturing license. This confirms they meet the necessary legal standards. The facility must be compliant with Good Manufacturing Practices, or GMP, which ensures consistent quality and safety in production. They also need to provide comprehensive product quality data, including stability studies that demonstrate how the product maintains its integrity over time. When applicable, bioequivalence data is required to show that a generic product performs the same as a reference product. All of these criteria are designed to ensure that the products seeking WHO prequalification are safe, effective, and of high quality, supporting the overall goal of improving access to essential medicines and diagnostics worldwide. Now, let's walk through the application process for WHO prequalification. The first step is the expression of interest, or EOI. This is when WHO publishes an invitation, encouraging manufacturers to come forward and apply. It's essentially a call to identify interested parties who meet the basic criteria to supply quality medicines. Next, once you've responded to the EOI, the manufacturer moves on to submitting their application. This involves providing a comprehensive product dossier, which details all the critical information about the medicine. Along with that, you'll need to submit the site master file, which describes your manufacturing site's quality systems. GMP compliance documents are also essential. They demonstrate that your manufacturing processes meet good manufacturing practice standards. Validation reports, stability data, and detailed product specifications are also required to prove the product's quality, safety, and efficacy. Finally, there's the payment of applicable fees. These fees are set according to WHO's pre-qualification requirements. Paying these fees is a necessary step to keep the process moving forward. Overall, this process ensures that only products meeting rigorous standards are pre-qualified, helping to safeguard public health globally. Now, let's look at the dossier assessment process. This is a crucial step where WHO experts conduct a thorough technical review of the submitted dossier. They evaluate several key aspects to ensure the product meets all necessary standards. First, they look at the product quality, making sure it's consistent and reliable. Next, they examine the manufacturing process to confirm it adheres to good practices. Safety data is also scrutinized to ensure the product is safe for use. Efficacy data is evaluated to verify that the product actually works as intended. Stability studies are reviewed to understand how the product maintains its quality over time. Finally, packaging and labeling are checked to ensure they are appropriate and clear. The outcome of this review is that any queries or deficiencies identified are communicated back to the applicant. This allows for clarification or additional information to be provided, helping to move the process forward. This step is vital because it ensures that every aspect of the product is carefully evaluated, maintaining the integrity and safety of the medicines or vaccines we rely on. It's all about thoroughness and collaboration to achieve the best possible health outcomes. Let's talk about the inspection process, specifically joint inspections. When WHO conducts inspections, they often involve multiple parties to ensure thorough oversight. These can include representatives from CDSCO, state FDA inspectors, and even international regulatory experts. The goal is to bring together different expertise to get a comprehensive view of compliance. Now, during these WHO inspections, the inspectors focus on several key areas. They evaluate the manufacturing facility itself, checking that the production environment meets quality standards. They also assess the quality management systems in place to ensure that processes are well controlled and consistent. Documentation practices are another critical focus. They verify that records are accurate, complete, and properly maintained. Laboratory controls are scrutinized to confirm that testing procedures are reliable and results are valid. Environmental monitoring is also evaluated to ensure the manufacturing environment remains within acceptable parameters. Finally, the inspectors look at data integrity systems. This means they check that the data generated during production and testing is trustworthy, unaltered, and properly secured. All of these components are vital to maintaining product quality and patient safety, which ties back to our overall theme of ensuring regulatory compliance and high standards in manufacturing. Let's walk through an example scenario to illustrate the WHO pre-qualification inspection process. Imagine an Indian pharmaceutical company seeking WHO approval for an anti-malarial medicine. This helps us understand how the process works in real-world settings. During the inspection, the findings showed that their manufacturing systems were fully compliant with good manufacturing practices, which is a crucial requirement. Their stability studies also met expectations, indicating the product's quality and reliability over time. However, there were minor deficiencies identified in their data recording practices. While these issues weren't major, they highlight the importance of meticulous documentation in maintaining compliance and ensuring product integrity. In response, the company took corrective action by implementing a CAPA, or Corrective and Preventive Action Plan. This step demonstrates their commitment to addressing issues proactively and improving their processes. As a result of these efforts, WHO granted pre-qualification approval after verifying that the company had made the necessary improvements. This example underscores the significance of thorough inspection, prompt corrective measures, and continuous compliance in achieving pre-qualification status, which ultimately helps ensure access to quality medicines worldwide. Now, let's talk about the certification and post-approval monitoring process. Once a product has successfully gone through the dossier review and inspection stages, the WHO issues a pre-qualification approval. This is a key milestone because it signifies that the product has met all necessary standards for safety, quality, and efficacy. After this approval, the product gets added to the WHO pre-qualification list, which is crucial for international procurement agencies. This means they can now purchase the product confidently, knowing it adheres to global standards. Moving on to post-approval monitoring, this is an ongoing process. It involves periodic inspections to ensure continued compliance. We also monitor product quality over time, because maintaining high standards is a continuous effort. Additionally, there are procedures in place for variation approval, which means any changes to the product or manufacturing process are carefully reviewed and approved. Lastly, effective complaint and recall management systems are vital to handle any issues that may arise after the product hits the market. Overall, this entire process ensures that products remain safe and effective throughout their life cycle, reinforcing the integrity of our global health initiatives. Now, let's look at the benefits of WHO pre-qualification, starting with what it offers to pharmaceutical companies. One of the key advantages is access to global markets, which means companies can reach more patients around the world. It also opens doors to participate in United Nations and other international tenders, providing new opportunities for business growth. Additionally, having WHO PQ enhances a company's reputation, signaling that their medicines meet high-quality standards. This recognition can lead to increased export opportunities, helping companies expand their reach even further. Lastly, it offers international regulatory recognition, simplifying the process of getting approvals in different countries. Shifting to public health benefits, WHO PQ plays a critical role in improving the availability of quality-assured medicines worldwide. When medicines are pre-qualified, it ensures that they meet consistent safety and efficacy standards, which is essential for protecting public health. Overall, this process supports the global effort to provide reliable, high-quality medicines to those who need them most, reinforcing the importance of collaboration between industry and public health initiatives. Let's wrap up with the conclusion. WHO Pre-Qualification is an internationally recognized quality assurance program for pharmaceutical products. It plays a crucial role in ensuring that medicines meet global standards. WHO Geneva manages the technical assessment and certification process, which adds a layer of credibility and trust. At the same time, the CDSCO supports national regulatory compliance and helps coordinate these efforts within India. Meanwhile, the state FDA conducts inspections and monitors manufacturing compliance locally, ensuring that standards are upheld on the ground. All of these efforts combined mean that WHO PQ certification significantly enhances global trust in Indian pharmaceutical products. It demonstrates commitment to quality and safety, making Indian medicines more acceptable worldwide. So, in essence, this interconnected system boosts confidence in our pharmaceuticals and aligns with the broader goal of improving healthcare access globally. For further support, please feel free to contact us. We're here to help you with any questions or additional information you might need. Remember, your success is our priority, and we're committed to providing the assistance necessary to ensure you achieve your goals. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate your engagement and look forward to supporting you moving forward.